You're listening to the Yahoo Finance Small Cap Show, powered by Agoracom.com, the web's leading small cap portal.
Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm Al O'Grady, and with us today is the president and CEO of Hinterland Metals, Mr. Mark Fekete. Hinterland Metals is a junior exploration and development company focused on gold and platinum group elements. It has properties in Quebec and Ontario, and we'll be talking about these projects as well as further developments down the line. The company is listed on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol HMI. Mr. Fekete, welcome to the program.
I'm glad to be here.
Okay. Mark, date of today's recording, Thursday, April 23rd. Yesterday, the 22nd, you released some financial info. Tell us about it and what it all means.
Well, it was basically just a summary of 2008, and what it means is that we're in pretty good shape relative to some of our peers. We've cut down our administration costs to just over $200,000 annually, meaning that we can survive as a company anywhere from 18 months to 2 years. You know, a lot can happen in that time. We've just been through one of the toughest economic downturns ever, and I would say that the junior mining sector is still not started to recover. However, I'm confident that the sector will get rolling again before the end of 2009. I would say a lot of junior mining companies have hit the wall in the last several months, and there will be plenty more in the next several months. Our main message is that we have the cash to survive.
Obviously, a tough few months, really. How did the company really manage to get through those challenging times?
Well, we had the cash in the bank, and like I said, we've already cut down our administration costs. Everything that's not essential has been tossed overboard. We've always been kind of a hands-on company. We do most of our work in-house. We don't rely on expensive consultants, so that makes it quite a bit cheaper for us to operate anyway.
Okay, let's talk about some of the projects that you have on the go. What's your strategy for 2009?
Well, we're gonna be focusing on our Abitibi properties. We've either put our properties outside of the Abitibi in Manitoba or in Western Ontario. We've put those on hold. We'll be focusing on the Abitibi. It's a great place to explore, especially for gold. Costs are quite cheap, perhaps the cheapest in the world, and you can't argue with the production figures. If you look at Ontario, you know, Timmins has past production of 65 million ounces, Kirkland Lake 24 million ounces, V-Town 11 million, and if you move over to Quebec, Val-d'Or's produced 15 million ounces historically, Noranda 14 million, and Malartic with 4 million ounces. These are all very great historical production figures, and if you add to that, there's been over 900 million ounces of silver produced, 18 billion pounds of copper, 16 billion pounds of zinc. The Abitibi is really an exceptional place to work. There's numerous ongoing projects that keep the area focused within the financial community. So basically, moving forward, we're going to concentrate on our Abitibi projects. Right now, we're working on one called Lockout. It's in Quebec. It's located near Noron's Windfall Lake property. They've put a ramp down there to do a bulk sample, and it's just north of Metnor's Berry Lake project where they're presently producing. We've just received our geophysical results on that. With that, we'll be planning our drill program to start probably in July.
Okay. For someone that's new to your company, just taking a look, is gold your primary focus?
It hasn't been in the past. Actually, for the last few years, we've been focusing on platinum and palladium at one property called eBay. But in the last few months, the price of platinum and palladium has really come off. The main use for those metals is in the autocatalytic sector for car manufacture. You know, in turn with the downturn in the automotive sector, those prices have come off. That property we've put that on hold, and with the idea that we'll focus on our gold properties instead.
Okay, you were talking about prices coming off. What's your outlook as far as gold prices go, Mark?
If they stay steady, that's fine with us. Right now, they're just under 900. The price of gold is just under 900 an ounce, and at that price, it's quite attractive as an exploration play.
Obviously, you're focusing your attention on Abitibi. Do you have any other sites that you might be looking at for this year?
No, not at all. Like I say, we've in order to conserve costs, we've decided to focus on the Abitibi mainly because it's got great infrastructure. the overall price of doing business here is quite a bit cheaper, probably cheaper than anywhere else in Canada.
Again, for someone that's new to your story, Mark, if someone was taking a look at being a potential investor with your company, what would you say to them? What really sets you apart from the guy down the street?
I wouldn't be looking at what sets us apart. Certainly, our share price is very depressed. It doesn't reflect the value that we have in our portfolio. We have very strong management, people that have been involved in junior exploration for a few decades. Currently we're trading at 4 or 5 cents, and it just that share price just doesn't reflect the inherent value of the company. Mark,
that's it as far as the formal questions are concerned. But I will leave you with the last word. Any final thoughts? Anything you'd like to add right now?
Well, I think everybody has to understand that it's extremely tough right now. We're struggling like any junior mining company, and the sector is down. And I know it's hard for people to part with their money in tough times like this, but now is the time to be buying into the junior sector. A lot of the share prices are depressed, including Hinterland, and I think the sector will recover in the short term, and it's a good time to get in.
Okay. On that note, Mark, I want to thank you very much for your time and sharing your thoughts with us about Hinterland Metals.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Mark. And Hinterland Metals trades on the TSX Venture Exchange under the symbol HMI. And you've been listening to Mark Fekete, President and CEO of Hinterland Metals, on today's Yahoo Small Cap Show, produced by Agoracom. I'm Al O'Grady. Thanks for joining us.